introducing the gut-brain axis. As humans, our bodies house thousands of different kinds of microscopic organisms. These organisms are present in and on our body. Despite their tiny size, these organisms play a major role in our overall health. They impact our metabolism, which is how our body breaks down food and absorbs nutrients. They affect our immune system, which is how our body fights off diseases and infections. They also impact many other bodily functions. Disruptions of these microscopic organisms has been linked to many problems and health issues. These include inflammatory bowel disease, which is a disruption to the proper digestion process, asthma, which is difficulty breathing, obesity and diabetes, and cognitive and mood problems such as anxiety and depression. So how do we get these microorganisms? For most, our first microbe exposures are typically from our mothers. We get our first microbes from the birth canal and skin-to-skin contact. Breastfeeding also provides essential microbes that will reside in our gut and help our digestive system and our body. In addition to this first exposure, we come into contact with thousands of microbes in our environment each day. Our diet also plays a major role in the makeup of our gut microbiome. We want to focus on the microorganisms that we all have residing in our gut or stomach. These can include both helpful and harmful microbes. The composition of the microbes in the gut are what determines one's gut health. The more diverse and abundant your microbiome, the healthier it is. A healthy individual houses more than 1,000 different species. When your gut is healthy, you have better digestion, improved metabolism, better nutrient absorption, and better blood sugar regulation. This means that the next time you eat something high in sugar, like a donut, if your gut is healthy, your body will have an easier time breaking the food down, and you will not have as high a spike in your blood sugar.
Thinking about all the ways your gut impacts your life, the one that might make the least sense is your mental health. How is your brain affected by what you eat and how your stomach responds? Science has shown that your gut may affect mental health and contribute to a variety of issues, including anxiety and depression. Actually, there are several mechanisms that connect the two. The microbes in your gut produce molecules called neurotransmitters. These work like text messages between cells in your brain and between your brain and the rest of your body, helping you do all the things you need to. That means your gut influences your mood and behavior, and in return, your brain chemistry affects your gut. This is called bidirectional signaling, as in, the signal goes both ways. This is your central nervous system. It is composed of the brain and spinal cord. This is your enteric nervous system, which is made up of a web of specialized cells in the walls of the gastrointestinal system. The two are connected via the gut-brain axis. However, the main way your brain communicates is through the vagus nerve.
The vagus nerve is a superhighway that connects your brain to many different organs throughout your body, including your gut. The vagus nerve helps to regulate the activity of the gut microbiome by sending signals back and forth between the brain and the gut. One way that the vagus nerve may play a role in this connection is by influencing the production of certain neurotransmitters, such as serotonin and dopamine, which are important for regulating mood and emotions. The gut is really important because it produces up to 95% of your serotonin and 50% of dopamine. If the gut microbiome is imbalanced, it can lead to lower levels of these neurotransmitters, which can contribute to depression and anxiety.
Let's dig into this a little deeper. Both the gut and the brain produce neurotransmitters, or signals. Certain things affect the healthy formation and communication of those signals, including inflammation or swelling, and permeability, or how easily neurotransmitters flow through the gut-brain axis. The health of a microbiome changes which molecules are produced and how many of these reach the brain. In this image, we can see the process of the different molecular signals in our gut traveling through our circulatory systems with our blood and into our brain. While the overall mechanisms of the gut-brain axis are still an area of active research, understanding how our gut affects our minds could help treat and prevent mental illness. Current research is looking into microbiome supplements like probiotics and nutritional psychology, or the study of how to eat your way to a healthy brain.
Protecting your microbiome is really important. One way to improve gut health is by introducing living microorganisms such as probiotics into our diet. Probiotics are living bacteria and yeast that are beneficial to our health, particularly in our gut. They help to balance the bacteria in our gut and can improve our overall digestive health. There's also evidence to suggest that probiotics may have a positive impact on our mental health by reducing anxiety and depression. Another way to improve gut health is by following a healthy diet. Research has shown that a diet high in fiber and low in processed foods can improve gut health and reduce inflammation in the body. This is important because chronic inflammation has been linked to many health conditions, including mental health disorders. In terms of nutritional psychiatry, this field focuses on the relationship between diet and mental health. Studies have shown that a healthy diet can reduce the risk of developing depression and anxiety, while a diet high in processed foods can increase the risk. Nutritional psychiatry suggests that improving our diet can be an effective way to support our mental health. That's why it's important to eat your veggies.
To review, the gut-brain axis is a communication system between the enteric nervous system and the central nervous system. This means that information can get passed between your digestive system and your brain and spinal cord. This communication network is bidirectional, which means that 1, your brain can influence the activity in your intestine, and 2, your gut can influence your mood, cognition, and mental health. In this presentation, we've explained how your gut can be linked to susceptibility to depression. We talked about how this is because when there is an imbalance in your microbiome, it can lead to lower levels of serotonin and dopamine. These low levels of your happy chemicals can contribute to anxiety and depression. Researchers are still trying to figure out exactly how the gut-brain axis works. Continued research on the topic is important so that we can fully understand the way the gut communicates with the emotional and cognitive centers of the brain and ultimately provide the most efficient therapies for mental health disorders.